CXL.
Oh, snap. You made it. Welcome to We Black Folk Presents Griot Gatherings. Tonight, you're not just witnessing a show, you're stepping into living tradition. Griot Gatherings celebrates the storytellers, musicians, and cultural keepers who preserve and reimagine Black folk traditions for future generations. Thank you for being here to support this important work. Your presence tonight helps amplify these voices and ensure that this rich history continues to thrive. If you'd like to support further, you can make a donation, follow, tag us on social media, or purchase merch. Every bit goes towards keeping this initiative alive and growing. Sit back and enjoy the stories, the music, dinner, and the moments that connect us all. Together, we're building something truly special. Thank you for being a part of We Black Folk. Now let the stories begin and never end.
Here at Club Passim. Watch for more events throughout the year from We Black Folk, and make sure you visit the merch table to find out more about the organization and how to support them. And we're going to take a few more minutes and be right back up with our music for this evening.
Oh, hello. Welcome to We Black Folk Night 2. Year 2. Whoa.
Yeah.
We're growing. We're really grateful that y'all are here tonight. And we are growing, like I said. Y'all will learn more about these artists. Y'all will learn more about this movement. I hope you've taken your pre-service. I appreciate you if you did. And we're going to play some music for you. Is that okay? It didn't sound as enthusiastic as I would like. Is that okay if we play some music for you? Ah, lovely. Y'all are prime. Let's do it. Little oldie but goodie. You might know this one. I hope y'all are all warmed up. Yeah. Wow, what a packed stage. Have you ever seen this much talent on one stage? No, you have not. Lovely, lovely. How's everyone feeling? Are we feeling inspired? Okay, like 3 people over here are feeling inspired. We'll give us some time. We got to give you a little bit more music, a little bit more stories. Don't worry. Inspiration will come. Happy Black History Month to all my black folk who are in the building. And happy Black History Month to everyone else as well. This is We Black Folk. It is a growing movement and initiative. Shout out to everyone that saw all the talking head videos that I've been on. I'm like rarely online, and then all of a sudden I'm everywhere. I hope I didn't annoy you or oversaturate myself. But it ain't about me. It's about all us black folk here and the beautiful music and history that we've created and the history that we will continue to make over time. Sound like a plan? Cool. All right. Where did you go? Oh, yeah, you over there. The lovely singer. The lovely singer is coming up to the stage next. First, wait. You don't even know who you're listening to yet. Lydia Harrell is probably one of the greatest singers that I've ever gotten to perform with. Just like a joy and a treasure, and I'm so grateful to have shared so many stages. We're Folk Collective alumni together and family. I was so sad I couldn't get her on the first We Black Folk last year, but it only is right that this is the time. So please make some noise for Lydia Harrell coming to the stage.
Thank you. So while I'm getting myself ready to sit down, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. But I also want to thank Cliff and just the efforts that Cliff has put into this, and everyone else too. I did the summertime one too. It was really fun. The one by Emerson Stage, or outside on the Emerson Stage, that was so much fun. It was burning hot, and I had a stressful day. And so being able to sing was like healing. So I have been playing my ukulele since 2012. I didn't think I'd ever play a stringed instrument. Am I okay to plug it in? Okay, cool. And yeah, I never knew. And then I ended up playing guitar for like 6 months. And then I picked up the uke and never put it down. So, started writing on it. I still have this here because I'm going to share some new songs with you, and I don't really know at them as well as I would like. And then I'm like, girl, you sharing them anyway. We go share them anyway. So these songs, sorry, y'all, I'm trying to focus and talk and do it. Now I can talk. Okay. Hello, my name is Lydia. And, and I would like to thank you all for being here and listening to my bantering, rambling on just to try to buy some time so that I can be relaxed and sing for you. So yeah, I wrote a bunch of songs on this thing, a lot of things that are just like bluesy, rhythmic, fun, things like that. I was always known to do more of a jazz R&B thing, but I love being part of this because most of the things that I connect to are more related to the folk. Not the genre as much as the vibe of it, right? It's the storytelling, it's the feeling, right? So this afternoon, I was like, I want to write a song. I don't know why I would do such a thing to myself on the day of a show, thinking, oh yeah, I'll be able to play it, no problem. And I probably won't. I probably won't do very well at all, but I'm going to do it anyway because it's, thank you. Let me also say, I am one of the recipients of the Iguana Fund from here, and I just want to say thank you for that as well. And hopefully this song will make it to the project. But the next song I play for you will be part of that for sure. But this is, it's related to everything that's been going on. Put my ring. Oh, there's a table in the world right now. And I don't know. I didn't want to darken up the place, but that's how I'm feeling. After all that we've been through, told you I was gonna play it perfect. After people ignore the truth, after folks turn their back on you, been fighting for so long with our hands tied to our feet, and then we sing our song in the hopes we can get along. But after everything, now we can truly say it's time for us to truly take a break. They gon' keep lying to us. They gonna keep stealing from us. They gonna keep draining us, 'cause they know it can blind us, all of us. Now it's time to try another way. No more giving your everything every day. And I wanna know, yes, I wanna know. Let's not fall into the trap of let's work harder. Let's come together and help all of us work smarter. Something we all should know but never talk about it. Awareness makes you want to scream and shout it. We need sleep. Take a nap, y'all. It's funny, but it's true. How many of you are oversleeping? Or over, none of you, right? I think sleep is important. I think they deprive us of sleep on purpose. Creativity comes when you're rested. Let me read to you what I wrote for this next part, because it's really important to me. They want us clouded and exhausted. They want us sick. They want us broke. They don't care about you or your folk. They don't care if we have food or air or clean water. They don't even care about you growing up without your father. Just get some sleep, yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. I was going back and forth on what to sing. I'm very nervous about being first. I was like, I gotta go first. I don't know what I'm gonna sing. And I was gonna do a Nina Simone song, but I felt like I needed to share how I was feeling, so I decided to go there instead. So thank you for humoring me. I look forward to you all hearing the finished product when it gets done finally. It's not. No, that was just like my little, to be continued. You know what I'm saying? Let me get to, so while I'm pulling up the other song that I'm really excited to play for you, happy Black History Month. Black History is, thank you, right? It's important. Black history is American history, but it's also a lot of other history too. It's world history, We're right. Whoever that is, thank you. Our history is it's very important, and it gets forgotten a lot, but it gets stolen a lot. And I think that's why I wrote a lot of what I was saying. I just felt like, man, you have no problem taking what we've given, but you also have no problem giving any of the credit. So it hurts. But I'm really glad to see the changes that are happening. They're slow and frustrating, but it's still happening. So this next song I wrote because, do you ever just think about my life is in progress, and then you're people watching, and you realize, oh my goodness, their life is in progress too. And this time we met in this moment where share it just like right now. We're sharing this space, right? We're sharing this energy. And just something kind of simple and beautiful about knowing that we are under this exact same sky. So the name of the song is Under the Same Sky. Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness, I'm so nervous. No, just playing. Under the same sky, people are living, people are dying, scheming and dreaming, sharing and stealing, reveling in the glamour of it all, suffering in disaster and downfall, under a watchful eye, under the same sky. The awe of the sun and the moon, the brilliance of all those stars. What happened this afternoon? Let it go. Give it no more space in your mind. Life has such a limited time. Don't regret yours. I won't regret mine. Look up to the sky, and there's your answer why. Oh, under the same sky. People are living, people are dying, scheming and dreaming, sharing and stealing, reveling in the glamour of it all, suffering in disaster and downfall, under a watchful eye, and under the same sky. Ooh, under a watchful eye, under the same sky. Oh, under a watchful eye, under the same sky. There we go. Under a watchful eye, under the same sky. Ooh. Thank you very much.
Make some noise for Lydia Harrell. This should go without saying. This should go without saying, but you should be keeping up with all of these artists that you see tonight.
LovelySinger.com.
Yes. And y'all might be thinking, if that's how we start the show, where do we go from there? There's the interesting thing about blackness is there's no hierarchy in blackness. There's There's no monolith. There's only multitudes. There's only so many of us and so many different versions, and there is no one right better than the other. We are all people. It can be that simple. And this next person coming to the stage is somebody that I've kind of admired as a songwriter, and just their confidence in being able to, how they carry themselves on stage. Grateful to have them as a sibling at Berkeley. Now I got them as a sibling at the Folk Collective. So, and also somebody that is tall enough to look me in my eyes. I don't know if y'all know how rare that is. Maybe you haven't stood next to me yet. But this person sings from the mountaintops, and make sure that you hear it. So make sure that you're listening. Make some noise for Chris Walton coming to the stage.
Yeah, I told Clip I'm going to start telling people that I'm 5'10", so. People that lie about their height need another thing to sort of worry about, I think. Yeah, like was said earlier, my name is Chris Walton. I got 2 songs for you today. This first one I wasn't planning on doing, but since we are sort of in the mood for sharing stories, I decided to do it. I wrote this first one about my father passing when I was 19, back home in Iowa. And it took me a long time to sort of process that. I think I wrote this song maybe a year ago, so when I was 29. I'm going to start lying about my age, too. But yeah, so it took me a while to sort of process this, and, you know, I'll share, I guess I'll just share it now instead of after, but for a while, I would play this, sort of testing the waters and seeing how people would react, and for the longest streak, I would get comments of folks thanking me for playing that song, other folks that have lost parents. So I figured, you know, after enough times of hearing that, it was a good enough song. So I'm going to play it for you all tonight. This is what's called Boys Don't Cry. And I told myself that boys don't cry, but I saw it in my mama's eyes. The tears she shed showed no restraint, and they landed on my papa's face. Isn't it funny? Isn't it sad? Chasing a feeling that you almost had. Isn't it tragic? Isn't it neat? Just what the world has taught me. A cold casket on a rainy day. I just wonder what God's trying to say. But cliches won't bring me to my knees. Just look at what you left for me. Some of his hopes hanging from my head, half of his blood pumping through my chest. I've got your humor to see me through, and all of your sisters say I look like you. And I'll take the good parts with the bad. Forget a stone heart, I'd rather glass. And isn't it funny? Isn't it sad? Chasing a feeling that you almost had. Chasing a feeling that you almost had. And I told myself that boys don't cry. Thank you. Volume knob doesn't work. Maybe it's the other one. That's the one. Okay. I rarely play in alternate tuning, so please forgive me while I tune on stage. How are we doing? Okay? Still doing good? I'm super excited to hear the rest of tonight's crew as well. I've heard most of them, if not all, actually. Yeah, actually, I think I've heard every single person who's playing tonight. Y'all are in for a treat. Yeah, that sounds roughly okay for jazz. That sounds better for folk. All right, cool. So sometimes the off-the-cuff stuff is just the best. So I'm gonna play one more tune, and this one has an interesting story. I recorded a record in Nashville a few years back, and after I did that, I sort of came back and I was like looking through my phone. I was like, oh man, I gotta clear some of this space on my phone. But I was, and to this day, am still a relatively broke artist, and didn't want to pay for the iCloud thing to upload and back up everything. So, you know, and against the judgment, my best judgment, and also my girlfriend's judgment, I started deleting things, and I accidentally deleted all of my voice memos, including, including an arrangement of a song that I was really proud of. And so it wasn't until recently that I sort of sat back down and tried to, you know, arrange it in a way that's felt authentic to me. Sometimes it feels like it's sort of like a loss of a lot of hard work when those sort of things happen. But I'm hoping that this arrangement of this tune is better than the original arrangement. Maybe it's a little bit more mature. I don't know. I did that when I was maybe 26 or 27 or so. So here's my arrangement of Moon River. I hope you like it. Moon tossing you in style someday. Oh, dream maker, you heart breaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're all after the same rainbows in just around the bend. My huckleberry friend, Moon River and me. Two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're all after the same rainbows in just around the bend. A huckleberry friend, Moon River and me. Thank you. Thank you guys so much.
Yes, yes. Please make some noise for Chris Walton. We're cruising, we're cruising. Oh, yeah. Well, some of y'all, if y'all were here last year, you may have noticed a little name change as we grow as an organization. We've partnered up with a local organization that you may have heard of called BAMS Fest. And we're still run by Hipstery as well, but we are recognizing that we cannot build what we want to build a stage and a platform and an initiative that is really going to push things forward without the support of each other. This next artist that is coming to the stage, we were interviewing every artist before the show today, and talking with this next artist, I remembered when I first met them, which I think was almost a decade ago. We used to throw house shows. This is when we had much less money and nobody was really paying attention to us, but still had the same intention of building a platform for audiences, for artists that did not have these shows before. And I remember this person came all the way from North Carolina, and I was like, why'd you come here? And I'm so grateful that they did. The amount that they have poured into this community as if it is their own. You are an honorary Bostonian, whether or not you know it or not, or whether or not you want to be one. But this person, I think, speaks to directly what this name change is of going from We Black Folk to We Black Folk Griot gatherings and thinking about what the African Griot tradition is. And being able to tell stories and disseminate those stories of oral traditions so that we can remember where we came from and also know where we can go. So please be very, very loud for our next person coming to the stage, Jija.
Mic check, there it goes. And joining me here is Tim Hall. This was completely unplanned, so wherever the spirit leads is what we always say, and that's where we're gonna go. So I invite you to get into a comfortable position. If you are eating, please don't let me interrupt. I just ask that you are mindful of what you are putting in your mouth. But for those who are not eating, if you can sit and close your eyes and listen with me. Tonight you are in for such a treat, hearing the stories, the memories of those who are joining us on stage. I invite you to take a deep breath in through your nose and release through your mouth, giving gratitude to this body, for it has held you here, kept you here. Regardless of the relationship that you have with this body, it has brought you here in this space. In the clearing, when Toni Morrison wrote, Baby Suggs invited the people into the clearing. She invites the people to laugh. I invite you to laugh. Oh, okay, I said laugh, yeah. Okay, there it goes. She invites the people in the space to move. I invite you to move your body. For some of us that ain't stretched in a while, this is for you. Move your body, yes. She invites the people to hum. Can you hum? Doesn't require a talent or a skill. Hum louder, yes. Take a deep breath in through your nose and release through your mouth. If we must begin, let us begin with the names of those who prayed us here, who imagined us here, who loved us here. And I invite you on the count of 3 to say those names. 1, 2, 3. Say those names. Say them louder. Those who dreamt us here, who imagined us here. Say those names. Octavia. Maya. Agar. Yara Sutton. Queen Daniel. Yolanda. J.C. Larte. Take a deep breath in through your nose and release through your mouth. Take a deep breath in through your nose and release through your mouth. If we must begin, let us utter the word thank you. This here flesh be living. This here flesh just be. This here flesh loves and it loves hard. This here flesh be living. This here flesh moves with caution. It remembers. It remembers. It remembers. It remembers. This here flesh stores memories in itself. Isn't imprisoned by the present. This here flesh is divine. It prays and worships in its own name. This here flesh be shape-shifting. It be moving. It be moving. It be moving. This here flesh be living to die again or dying to live again. Let this space hear you laugh. Let it hear you laugh louder. Let it usher you. Draw you close to the waters. Let it baptize you, lift you, and call you by your name. There'll be no pastor praying over your life. It's just you. Your tongue has now become ordained. Let it speak life over your flesh. This flesh here be living. So let it be loved and cared for. And loved and cared for. And loved and cared for. And loved and cared for. Loved and cared for.
Because I didn't sin, I just lived. I think that Jesus died to show people that death ain't nothing.
Let it be loved and cared for. Let it be loved and cared for. And cared for. And let it be loved 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 and cared for.
Now is a way to extend the territory.
Let me see you. Let me hear you yell. Can I hear you yell? See, that was cute if you were yelling for Beyonce, but see, the world is unfolding before our eyes in ways that we may love or not love. Taxes are due. My dishes are in the sink. I don't know about you. Laundry has not been done. So when I invite you to yell, I want you to yell loud. 1, 2, 3. Let the space hear you yell.
Now is a way to extend the territory you can affect.
Let the space see you move. Let it see you move your body. This is not a performance, it's a ritual. I'm inviting you. Let this space see you move. Let it see you move. Let it see you move. Move your body. Stretch. For those who are scared of taking up space, move your body. Who are you uninterrupted? 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 Uninterrupted. 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 Who are you uninterrupted? Uninterrupted. 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 Who are you uninterrupted? I was watching Lovecraft, and one of my favorite characters, Ruby, is talking to another character. And the character asked, "Who are you uninterrupted?" And it messed me up so bad, I figured I would ask you the question, who are you uninterrupted? 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 Uninterrupted, uninterrupted, uninterrupted. Who are you uninterrupted? See, I drove from South Carolina to North Carolina. And on my way, I see a fence. And in this fence, I see cows. But the cows stood in the corner. And I wonder why these cows have an abundant amount of field and yet they stand in the corner. And just like that, the Holy Spirit said to me, she said, well, I've given you this abundant of space and yet you stand in the corner. So who are you uninterrupted? Who are you you uninterrupted? Who are you uninterrupted? Who are you uninterrupted? Who are you uninterrupted? Are you afraid? Are you happy? Are you singing? Are you dancing? Are you in love? Are you in love? Are you loving? Are you resting? Are you resting? Are you angry? Are you filled with rage? Are you happy? Are you joyful? Are you dancing? Are you loving? Are you resting? Are you sad? Are you crying? Are you loving? Are you being? Are you still? Are you still? Are you moving? Are you mobilizing? Are you organizing? Are you angry? Who are you uninterrupted? Who are you uninterrupted? Who are you uninterrupted? Who are you uninterrupted? Uninterrupted, 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 uninterrupted. Who are you uninterrupted? Who are you uninterrupted? Are you angry? Are you happy? Are you dancing? Are you moving? Are you loving? Are you singing? If we must end, let us end with saying the names of those who prayed us here, who loved us here, who imagined us here. Say their names. Say their names louder. If we must end, let us end with saying our own names. Can you say your name? If we must end, let us end with laughter. Can I invite you to laugh? Laugh louder. Laugh louder. Laugh louder. Louder. If we must end, let us end with breath. Take a deep breath in through your nose and release through your mouth. Take a deep breath in through your nose and release through your mouth. If we must end, let us end with movement. Can I invite you to move? If you're shy, you can blink your eyes, wiggle your toes. And let this flesh be loved and cared for and 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 loved and cared for. Thank you. I should say, if you enjoyed any of what you heard tonight, I have released a project on all streaming platforms, including YouTube, so you can hear it on your own. So I invite you to listen to it, called Wilderness. Thank you so much. Oh, make some noise for Tim.
Oh yeah, Tim. We forgot about Tim. Tim, also my co-owner at Hipstery and my brother forever. How did that feel? Right? Imagine if we got to do that every day. And I wonder what we would think of ourselves and what we would think of ourselves being capable of. There's a lot going on outside. But we're inside and we're together and we've created a space where we don't have to worry about it, at least for the next couple of hours. I hope you're engulfing yourself in some food. I hope you're engulfing yourself in some music. And more than anything, I hope you're engulfing yourself in love. We all need some love right now. This next person coming to the stage. Oh yeah, one more time, make some noise for G-Job. Before we go on to the next person, we got to honor the last person. This next person coming to the stage is my uncle. You would never tell by our height.
Honestly, I'm just taller than everyone. Even in my own family, it just doesn't make sense. I think I'm an alien, but that's another story. But this person, I remember when we were first putting this festival or this show together last year, I reached out to a few different friends, and my friend Will Daly, who's like another brother to me, was like, you can't do that show without Kemp Harris. And this was the first time I'd heard of Kemp, and I was like, all right, I need to know everything about Kemp. I need to know everything. And since then, it's been such a great relationship, learning from him, and apparently he learns from me too. He told me this earlier today. I was like, what? What do I have to teach people? But we're building this thing called the We Black Folk Archive as well, and maintaining these stories. You'll see these legacy roots around the room, and a lot of these are stories that get forgotten. Like if you look up on YouTube right now, where did you sleep last night? Who do you think they most likely attribute that to? Nirvana. And did Nirvana write that song? Some of you are learning this in real time. Leadbelly. Leadbelly was an artist who wrote that song, and eventually people just forgot about Leadbelly. I wonder why. But our goal here is to make sure that things don't get forgotten, and just being able to talk with Kemp and the wealth of knowledge and the experience that Kemp has gone through. I was like, I want to talk with you for years. I want to learn everything you have, and I want to make sure that the people who are younger than me learn everything that you've taught me, and then just continue that cycle. And hopefully y'all can learn something. If anything, enjoy the music that this man brings, because he's such a treat. Please make some noise for Kemp Harris coming to the stage.
Matt, could I get a little bit more piano in the monitor, please? Just a little bit. Awesome, thank you. Stories. I did want to say, Chris, one, I love your song, but you talked about lying about your age. You saying you're younger? I tell people I'm older because I'm 72. They're like, how old are you? I'm like 84. They're like, God, you look fabulous. I'm like, so I go the other way around. So telling some stories. I tend to write very politically sort of reference songs and social consciousness kinds of songs. But this first song that I want to do for you, I had a friend who back in the late 80s, early 90s, he was diagnosed with AIDS. And at the time, he thought, okay, this is it. I am done for. So he took a lot of his money and he did these fabulous vacations. He was calling his friends like, oh, you know, we've got to have this experience. I want to make memories right now, so let's do these things together. And he was just having a fabulous time. And then, you know, the drugs came out that, you know, kept your life going, and they were like, what? I'm going to live? It was like, what am I going to do? So he had to get a job, you know, he had to work it out. And he is with us today, I'm very happy to say. But I wrote this song for him, and it was one of the times I wrote one of those sort of contemplative pieces, taking stock of life and love and mortality and all of that. And this song is called Now and Then. Standing on life's borderline, wondering if the train will come and will it be on time. What is past, what's yet to come? Raise a champagne glass to usher in millennium. There is so much more for you, more for you. Where Where do we start? Where do we end? Rigid thought on softened skin. They take away your heart and then they give it back again. Worthy once, you're worthy still. Lovers, they may come, some won't hurt you, some will. But never doubt the gift you bring. Nope. Gift you bring. Where are you now? Where were you then? No one knows how. No one knows when. Life is shaking and it's clover, but my friend, there's a ring of light that shines around your shoulders. Oh my God. Aquarius in Libra moon. Summer turned to autumn, must the winter come so soon? Seasons come and go, my friend. I'm waiting for the spring to come and bring you round again. A Joni Mitchell song is on the radio. Where are you now? Where were you then? Where are you now? Please come again. Thank you. Thank you. I threw that Joni Mitchell thing in there because I'm a Joni Mitchell fan. It's like that. I was trying to think of the second song to do tonight, and I hope I say this right, but I was talking to Griot. Did I say it right? I did. And it turns out that we are both from North Carolina, and we're sitting in the green room, and I was wondering what to play. And Griot said, you know, I've been to Edenton. I was like, because Edenton is the town that I was born in. It's this beautiful little town on the Albemarle Sound, and I was born there in 1952, 1942, because I'm older than I am. I'm 90 now. Thank you, thank you. But I was born there in 1952. And when I was there as a kid, I remembered seeing those signs that said white only and colored only. I remember going to the movie theater, and you would buy your ticket downstairs, and you would have to go up to the balcony to watch, because that's where black people sat. There was so much of that time that I was shielded from, because parents do a great job of keeping their kids from harm. But it seems to me that one of the things there is that if you knew your place, things would work out fine, as long as you remembered that. And so we left when I was 5, came up to Newton, but I went back to my little town in Edenton, I'd say about 10 or so years ago. and things have certainly changed, but there is still that palpable feeling that if you remember your place, you know, things will be just fine. And I can't imagine if it feels more so today, because it seems like right now our country is trying to make sure that we remember our place again. I think what our country doesn't understand is that our place is everywhere. So, thank you. So this is sort of a grown-up look back at my little town of Edenton, North Carolina. And Gijor, I'm glad you saw that town. Yeah. Every Monday morning, a white man's at the door. Insurance cost $25 a week. Who could ask for more? Movie show in the evening. My whole family's there. Climb the fire escape to the balcony, 'cause it sure is nice up there. Back in Edenton, back in Edenton, everybody knew their place. Everyone had a smile on their face. Back in Edenton, back in Edenton, I'll take care of you and you'll take care of me. Mama standing in the front yard, little kids a jumping rope, thinking about the things she'd seen and hope we'd never know. People walking in the evening and everybody seems so kind. They say good evening, how you doing? And I say, I guess I'm doing fine. 'Cause back in Edenton, back in Edenton, everybody knew their place. Everyone had a smile on their face. Back in Edenton, back in Edenton, I always knew just where I was supposed to be. And some said it was easier. Some people thought it was easier. If you just keep smiling, it's easier. It was easier. I've been away so long now. That insurance man left town, and those quarters don't mean nothing. Grandma's house is all burned down. 'Cause back in Edenton, back in Edenton, everybody knew their place, and everyone had a smile on their face. Back in Edenton, back in Edenton, I'll take care of you and you'll take care of me. Wow. Back in Edenton, oh, in the town where I was born. But I never knew that I'd stay gone so long. Wow, it was easier if you just keep smiling. It's easier. And everybody say, everybody, yes sir, no sir, how you doing sir? Everybody knew their place. Everyone had a smile on their face. Everybody knew their place. Everyone had a smile on their face. Everybody knew their place. Everyone had a smile on their face. Everybody knew their place. Everyone had a smile on their face.
What I tell you, y'all, a national treasure. My friend Camp Harris, y'all. Back in Edenton. Yeah. History. Isn't it funny how history works? Huh. I'm looking for a laptop, but I'll have to find that later. How's everyone doing? Okay, this side of the room feels good. I don't know what's going on over here. It's that far right side that's always a little. Just kidding. Far left. Far left is always the weird ones. All right, let's try that again. How are we doing? It's much better. So earlier, I tried to like sneak in like some Nirvana history or where did you sleep, and I got a lot of blank faces, and I was like, I got to talk a little bit. These legacy roots. Do y'all know how the music industry started? Okay, Chris knows because he went to Berkeley. All right, I'm gonna try and run through this real quick. Back in the early days, long before my time, hard to believe. I'm 52 years old. I am. What is so funny about that? Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Y'all just laughed at my age. That's messed up. Well, back in the 1910s, around that time, do you remember how we used to listen to music? I have to ask everyone who's over the age of 30. Remember how we used to listen to music back in the day? Well, who said records? It was you, records. How do we listen to records? Who said gramophone? Who knows what a gramophone is? It's the thing that they give at the Grammys, except they work. They used to play music. So back then, this company called Victory Records used to have a patent on all the gramophones around in the world. And so essentially they owned music and how you played it in your homes. And then eventually that patent expired in like, I think 1912, somewhere between 1912 and 1910. And what did you think happened as soon as that patent expired on the gramophone? Everybody started to get into the record industry. So we started seeing different brands of gramophones. This was the start of the record industry. And then the thing that we needed to jumpstart the record industry was what? Music. We needed songs. So we got a lot of song collectors traveling along not Massachusetts. I don't know if he existed yet. I don't remember our history. But along the Appalachian Trail, there was this artist by the name of Leslie Riddle who traveled along with A.P. Carter and the Carter family. The Carter family would eventually be our first ever country rock stars. But what folks forget to realize is that they were traveling with Leslie Riddle. Why was Leslie Riddle there? Leslie Riddle was known as a human tape recorder. He would meet with the locals that they met along the Appalachian Trail, a lot of them being black families, and they would share their songs with Leslie, and Leslie would memorize those and now start to interpret them for the Carter family. Leslie also lost two of his fingers just like this, and this is how he would play guitar. Was just with these two fingers. And eventually, this would become a very standardized way of playing country music. Eventually, the rest of America started to realize there's a lot of money in this record industry, and there's a lot of color in this record industry, and we've got to figure out how to separate it. So eventually, we got race records, and we got country music. Race records would become R&B, would become hip-hop, would become soul music. Country records would go on to become bluegrass, Americana, folk music. So at the very start of the record industry, we were talking about erasure. And our job here at We Black Folk is to make sure that you don't forget. That is all we're trying to do here. Thank you. So Leslie Riddle, look him up. He's I think he's in the back there. Very interesting story, very important story. This next artist coming to the stage, I had a great conversation with them upstairs. And talking about something that is so simple, I asked the question of like, well, what do you want people to feel in the black community, or what are your hopes and dreams? And she answered, I just want people to feel feelings. I just want people to feel their feelings. And when you think about it,
How often are we feeling our feelings? We're being so inundated with so much information. We're forced to move on to the next thing. The next tragedy happens every single day. It's very easy to forget, and we forget to feel our feelings. And I'm very confident that the way that this person sings and plays bass, they're going to make you feel some feelings today. And I hope that they're good ones. And if they're tough ones, I hope that they make you into better people. Please make some noise for Devin Gates coming to the stage.
How y'all doing? You hanging in there all right? Amazing. Wow. No pressure. That's good enough for jazz, I think. Gnarly. I'm normally playing the big one, but tonight I thought I'd bring the mini version of the bass. Yeah, shout out to bass. It's so versatile. I love the bass because it has so many different colors. And it can sound like so many different things, you know? Like, you can play chords. You can play bass lines, you know, it just kind of, it runs the gamut. The first song I want to play for you tonight is an oldie, but a goodie. It's a pandemic tune. I'm sure everybody that makes art in this room remembers making art during that time and how that felt, what a journey that was. Sometimes it felt like that was kind of all you were doing, and now it's kind of weird to come back to it because you can kind of sort of remember how it felt to be in that space, but you also kind of can't. Like I don't know if anyone else feels like, you know, it's all very hazy and like fuzzy, and I sort of can't remember like specific things that happened. But I wrote this song. I remember I used to live maybe like a 15-minute walk from here over on Elm Street in Cambridgeport, and outside my window there used to be these birds and all this natural sunlight, and there was a school down the street, and so I'd hear the kids like going to school when they would be going to school. And I was like in my room all day, like doing online music school, which was like interesting. And yeah, this song came through, and I hope you enjoyed it. And we were talking about it earlier today. It's called "Skipped That Step." Would I wake up humming, feel the sun on my toes, hatch a daydream or two before I check my phone? Would I taste my morning tea and know when to stop, so I don't get too jittery? I think I'd find I'd have so much more time, oh, if I didn't spend it always wondering, am I good enough? And in the afternoon, would I take longer walks along the river and watch the shiny shimmer on the waves, with each step remembering just how much abundance I can save up when I'm not spending it all much peace of mind. Oh, if I didn't spend it always wondering, am I good enough? 'Cause what's the point if I spend my life waking up to a series of sighs when I could smile just like the birds do out my window? I'm sure there's something there we're missing that they all know. What is deep and what is shallow? I think I'd find. I save my life sometimes when I take moments to consider as I lay my head to rest each night. What would I do tomorrow if I didn't have to wonder, am I good enough? What if I just skipped that step and let straight into light today? Thank you all so much. Thank you. You know, it's funny how, like, you know, you write a song like that and you think, okay, great, like, I figured it out. Now I just got to do it, and it's like every day still the same thing. I'm still asking that question. That's why I'm still singing it. If anyone's figured it out, let me know, you know. I'm all ears. Do you think I could have a little less treble in the bass, or is it all controlled through my amp? Thank you so much. Again, just want to say thank you to Cliff, Tim, Juanita, everyone at Passim for making this beautiful night possible. I'm feeling so inspired. I also got to meet 5 other incredible artists tonight. Yeah, it's just really beautiful. And really, they've been inspiring me. I've been listening to them all night, and I am working on a new album. It's an Afrofuturist ghost story. What does that mean? You know, we're figuring it out, right? Right? But basically, I think ghosts have a different perspective on a lot of things that we humans worry about a lot. And we could learn a lot from stepping back and taking their point of view. A lot of times they don't have as much of a stake in the game, you know? They literally don't have skin in the game. But also, like, it's like, you know, they're above it all. Like, they can see things from a perspective that, you know, we often get so tied down in, and they can see the bigger picture. And I find that really inspiring and very helpful and, like, oddly comforting to think about things from, try to adopt that perspective sometimes, that seemingly impossible, like, surrealist perspective. So this is a song that I've written for that project that I haven't played for people before. So, yeah. And yeah, I love Cecile McLaurin-Salvant. She's a jazz vocalist. And you know, what I love about her is that she doesn't talk a lot about her work. She kind of just lets it say what she wants it to say, and then she's more curious about what it brings out in other people. So I'd rather love to hear, me not having said anything about it, what it brings up for you. I think that's what's important here. If it were me, how long would it take for you to forget the lines of my face? What I wanted for my birthday wasn't on a Tuesday. How long until it all fades? Till there's no more sense of time, no place. Till the haunting embers fade and evade that slippery sense of memory, all too human. Until the next sick tragedy. I can feel the more you fight to remember me, the more the fear that you'll forget consumes your memory. What was it that I wanted to do with my life that I once told to you? What was the picture that they used on the news? Still, I won't beg for your pity, even from beyond the grave. I know I left behind so much more than just my Thank you so much.
Please give some noise
for Devin Gates. Did you feel something? Make some noise if you did. Oh my glob. We are so close to the end. The end of tonight. I mean, we're going all year long. We have events scheduled through October if you follow us. Yes, make some noise. We have events for We Black Folk scheduled through October. We're going to be everywhere. We are going to be everywhere. Are you having a good time? I'm loving it. Did you tip your well, you didn't tip your bartenders yet because you've waited until the end of the show to close out your bills. And we are almost there. We are almost there. But I guarantee this next artist has grown into a close friend of mine as we've grown our separate movements that are working parallel in like parallel universes towards the same goal. They've started this organization called Reimagining Folk, which also happened on this stage as well. We are folk collective siblings as well. And I just admire this person as an artist, as an activist, as an organizer, and most importantly, as a musician and a songwriter. So I like to think that we are spiritual siblings in our goals to liberate our people and making sure that people understand the history and the future as well. So I would like y'all to make some noise for my friend Naomi Westwater coming to the stage. And you're going to keep that applause going all the way till they get up there. Yes, yes, yes. Lovely, lovely.
What's actually stuck in my head is my partner has a puppy. And the puppy is very cute. And the puppy annoys me. And so I write songs for the puppy to push through the annoyance. And so I'm wondering maybe if we all want to stretch our legs and stand up for a little bit, I'm going to teach you a song that I sing to the puppy in the morning. You want to stretch your legs for a little bit? It's a very simple song. There's really just two parts, but I'll sing it and you sing it, repeat after me, and then we can sing the song together. Okay? And just imagine that there's a little puppy who may or may not have just peed on the floor when you're singing this. But she's so happy to see you in the morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you. I'm happy you exist in the world. I'm happy you exist in the world. All right, let's sing all those parts together. Hello, good morning. It's nice to see you. I'm happy you exist in the world. And then the second part is, oh, I'm happy you exist. I'm happy you exist. I'm happy you exist in the world. Oh, I'm happy you exist. I'm happy you exist. I'm happy you exist in the world. All right, those are the two parts. Here we go. And you can, do a little side step, move your body, because you've been sitting, and you might need to stretch a little bit. So here we go. Hello, good morning. It's nice to see you. I'm happy you exist in the world. That again. Hello, good morning. It's nice to see you. I'm happy you exist in the world. Oh, I'm happy you exist.
I'm happy you exist. I'm happy you exist in the world. Oh, I'm happy you exist. I'm happy you exist. I'm happy you exist in the world. Hello, good morning. It's nice to see you. I'm happy you exist in the world. Okay, all right. Thank you. Thank you for indulging me. I write these songs and then they get stuck in my head. I'm just not sure a puppy album is very lucrative. It could be. Maybe I'm doing it all wrong. Well, I'm so glad to be here. I was here last year too, and it's just a very special thing that Cliff and Hipstery and now BAM Fest are all working on together. And thank you all for being here. Big round of applause for just the amazing lineup that we've all witnessed. Just really, blown away and also just comforted by everyone's voice. I'm gonna, I'll talk a little bit about each of these songs. This song is a song I wrote called Crows. And I wrote the lyrics first. I wrote it kind of as a poem. And I had just turned 31. And I try and do this thing every year on my birthday. I try and do a little communing with myself in the decades before. So I was thinking about myself at 21 and at 11. And I had access to my journals when I was 21. And when I was 21 years old, I just felt like my life had not started yet. And I was about to go to Brazil, and I was on winter break in this sleepy, closed-up town on the Cape in winter. And in Brazil, they're in the southern hemisphere, so their school didn't start until February. So I was just like hanging out, working at the bookstore. One customer would come in a day, that kind of situation. And I hadn't fallen in love, and I just was like, when's my life gonna start? And then I started seeing crows everywhere. In random places, like a dead crow on my beach walk, or a crow kind of perched right on the stairs on my way to the bookstore, or a murder of crows right outside my window, kind of like a big tornado of them. And I had read Edgar Allan Poe in high school, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna get chopped up into little teeny tiny pieces, or this is some kind of terrible omen. But then I did some research on crows, and crows are these beautiful, very smart, intelligent animals, and spiritually they represent change and transformation. And so when I turned 31, I was thinking about my life then, and I wrote this song, Crows, and my life just kind of like totally opened and cracked open wide after that period of time. So this song is really to my 21-year-old self. That winter I was in limbo, unaware and unawake. And then I met my first crow, dead and sandy on the bay. A messenger for
outside my window, arguing and arbitrary. They flock to me in circles, chanting, come on, come on, come what may. Messengers for change. How Poe thought crows meant death, but I know they mean something different. Go on, no regrets. They told me it's time to change. Fly away. They spun around like a tornado, magic and magnificent. They caught out at the first snow, witnessing my loss of innocence. Messengers for change. That winter I was in limbo. I was unafraid and full of fear. I was heartache, love, and sorrow, and the crows were my protectors. Messengers for here we go. Both our crows meant death, but I know they mean something different. Go on, no regrets. They told me it's time to change. Thank you. I've got one more song for you. I want to say big thank you again to Cliff Notes for producing this amazing event. I'm very proud of them and all the work that they've been doing, and as Cliff said, we've been kind of on this journey of wanting to just take up space for ourselves and for our people in this genre. So thank you, Cliff, for all the work you're doing. Big thank you to the Folk Collective and Club Passim for hosting us tonight. Thank you to Matt and Abby on sound. Sarah and the wait staff and the back of the house. And who's on the live stream? Who's running live stream? Mairead. Thank you, Mairead. Thank you to all the people at home. It's a little family here, but it's a lot of work to run this place. So we appreciate everybody. That last song is off my upcoming record that's coming out May 9th. And I've got a bunch of new singles coming out too off of that record. So I've got tons of merch and all kinds of good stuff. Oh, I remembered to bring these. I always forget. I have postcards. And what I want you to do, if you want to after the show, is you fill them out and you address them to yourself, and then I keep them and I send them to you later. So if you want to do that, you just come up to me and say, I want to write myself a postcard. And I've got that. And I always forget. I've been forgetting to bring them, but I'm so glad that I remembered tonight. It's a nice little special surprise to give yourself a little love note, and then randomly one day, a few months from now, you'll get it in the mail. But this final song that I wanted to sing is not off the record. It's a new song, but I really felt I needed to bring it to the space tonight. And I had the immense privilege of being in France on an artist retreat for the month of November. But it also meant very early on in November, I was in France and the election results hit, and I was with a bunch of strangers, and I was like, I don't know how you all voted. And I was feeling really sad, and I think for me, this election felt like a rejection of my identity as a black woman. And I'm black, multiracial. I grew up with a black father and a white mother. And I didn't have any siblings, and I went to a school where almost everyone was white, and I was the only black kid. And my black grandmother died when I was very young. And when Kamala Harris lost, I just really, really wanted a black mother to comfort me and to tell me that my identity was still important and that I was still valued. And so I wrote this song, and it's a song that came from a place of sadness, but I think it is really a song of joy for blackness and for black people. This song is called Black Mother. And I was trying to learn Pink Moon, and then this song came out, and I never learned Pink Moon, but it is in the same tuning. When I was a little girl, I wanted a black mother to come and braid my hair, black curls in her black fingers. And she would say, you're beautiful, just the way you are, 'cause that's the way I am. And when I was a teenager, I wanted a black big brother to keep me under his protection, teach me slang and let me play his Biggie collection. And he would say, you're wonderful, joyful, just the way you are, 'cause that's the way I am. Now that I'm a grown-ass adult, I want a black grandmother. To teach me where I came from, recipes and stories about the ancestors. And she would say you're powerful, just the way you are, 'cause that's the way I am. Yeah, she would say you're powerful, ooh, just the way you are, 'cause that's the way we are. Thank you so much.
Make some noise for Naomi Westwater, please. And that's it. We're done. I'll see you next week. Bye. Jessica, we ain't done quite yet. But yes, before we bring everyone back up real quick, I just want to say thank you to Passim. Thank you to all the folks that showed up today. If you answered any of my texts and said, yo, you got to come to the show, I appreciate you for not ignoring me. And I hope you enjoyed what you experienced today. And I hope that we can continue to do this over forever? Yeah, that sounds like a timeline, right? Our goal is to keep building on this. We're trying to raise a lot of money so that we could do a large-scale festival in 2028 is our goal. I'm thinking like Afro-punk for country music, for folk music. Think of all that, all those stages for all of us in one place. So if you'd like to support, we've got merch out back. You can always donate via our website, or you can take our post survey. Everyone should take the post survey. If you go to weblackfolk.com/Griot and take that post survey real quick. Your data is really important. Or you can just show up to the next show and show up to every show. And we'll see you next time, yeah? Okay, can we invite everyone back on stage, please? Okay, one person we haven't talked about, I think she's right over there. Her name is Odetta. Has anyone heard of Odetta before? Odetta was named by Martin Luther King as the voice of the civil rights movement, singing at the March on Washington. And if you listen to her sing all the way up through the end of her career, she was just filled with joy and just trying to encourage you to be the best version of you that you can be. And I'm hoping that, especially if you were black and you were in the audience tonight, that you realize that you can be any of these versions of blackness that you would like to be, if not more. And I know that you will be. So thank you all for coming tonight and enjoying this show. We're going to play this song called Hit or Miss by Odetta, and I hope the lyrics stick with you. Does that sound like a good plan? Hell yeah. I don't like that. I don't like that. Does that sound like a good plan? Yeah. Enthusiasm. Yeah, I love it. Wow, look at us.
La la la
it by the end.
Ain't nobody quite like this. I gotta be me, baby. Hit or miss. Oh, now look at you sitting there, all by yourself. You're trying to be like everyone else. Can't you see?
Yeah, I feel it in the building. If you feel it, sing it.
I gotta be me. Ain't nobody quite like you. You gotta be you, baby. You don't miss.
All right, bring it down, bring it down.
Can't you see? I gotta be me. Ain't nobody quite like this. I gotta be me, baby. Hit or miss. Sitting here all by myself. I'm done with being like everyone else. Oh, now I see. I gotta be me. Ain't nobody quite like this. I gotta be me, baby. Hit or miss. Ain't nobody quite like this. I gotta be me, baby. Hit or miss.
All right, one more time.
Sing it with all your heart.
Ain't nobody quite like this. I gotta be me.
Thank y'all for coming to We Black Folk. Tip your tip your servers, tip your musicians, and we'll see you next time. Wait, make some noise for Kemp Harris. I forgot. Make some noise for Chris Walton. Devin Gates. Naomi Westwater. Lydia Harrell. And Gija.
Cliff Notes.
Thank y'all for being here tonight. We are collectively We Black Folk. We'll see you next time. Peace. Get home safely. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves.